Libra, hello and welcome back. Or if this is your first time here with me, hello and welcome. I'm doing things a little bit differently this week, and we will be focusing on love connection readings. This will be from May 16th until May 22nd, 2021. And for your sun, moon, or rising signs or Venus sign in Libra, should you cross watch. This is a general reading though, so it just might not resonate for you, which is totally okay. Take the things that are for you today and leave everything else behind to get into your higher vibes. When we talk about a love connection, obviously there's going to be a lot of focus on romantic love connections. Those aren't the only love connections we have in our life. Sometimes these readings will focus or touch on intimate friendships, family connections, and self-love. So if it's not resonating for you necessarily in a romantic sort of way, but does resonate on another level in an intimate relationship that you have, just go with it. Take the stuff that's for you. As always, if this reading resonates today, please leave me a thumbs up and any comments or questions you have down below. Okay, Libra, overall energy in this connection is the Page of Wands. We're talking about some passionate communication, maybe some sexy communication here. Yeah, interesting. For them in this connection, we have the Eight of Wands, the Devil, and the Knight of Swords. This for me is somebody who is maybe a little bit hasty, but also someone who doesn't always, I don't want to say mean what they say, because I don't think it's that, but it's somebody who promises more than they're capable of delivering. Like an over promise, under deliver sort of situation where they will tell you that they will give you the whole world, but it's always just more that they're focused on doing their own thing and aren't really not somebody who's capable of keeping intent focus, it seems a little bit here. I don't know that that's going to be a lasting situation because things seem to be, coming together. For you in this connection, we have the Emperor, the Empress, and the Seven of Wands. So if we're talking Emperor and Empress, power couple, baby. This is two people coming together who have all of the things that they need to conquer, to, achieve all that they want. And I honestly feel that this is more about you and less about, two people coming together. This is you reaching a point, Libra, where your two halves are kind of solidified together in some sense of the word. You are feeling balanced, you're feeling capable. I think for you, you're probably feeling very ready to move forward and be the head of a family unit, start a family or consider that, start working towards it in some way. You may already be in this relationship with this person, but you're carrying the brunt of it. It's they're not fully ever following through for you. But I don't see this as being something that's bothering you here. You have the Seven of Wands energy around you, and that's really to do with being able to protect yourself, protect your energy, bask in your own success and accomplishments. This feels like very independent energy for you here, Libra. You don't necessarily need this person to validate anything for you because you validate yourself. And the connection here, things look really beautiful, quite honestly. So I'm interested to do some clarifying on them in this connection. Four of Wands, the Sun and the World. Four of Wands, they will tell you, is the halfway to marriage card. This is about coming together in celebration. This is about building stronger foundations. Fours talk to us about stability, about foundation, if we're talking numerology in any sort of way. The Sun giving us happiness, abundance, everything coming together as it should, and starting on a whole, new cycle where everything is coming full circle for us, coming together in a beautiful way. This connection energy is gorgeous. Couldn't ask for better, quite honestly. So let's figure out what's going on here. It may be a reinvigoration into a relationship that exists, putting some spark of passion back into it. We'll see. We'll see what happens when we do some clarifying here. We'll start with the Page of Wands and the overall energy for you. Death, the World, and the Ten of Inspiration. Yeah, something is about to end and shift in this relationship. It's curious to me because it feels almost like, is the relationship ending and opening up space for a new connection to come in here? Or is it about a chapter in this relationship ending and starting on something new? And I'm not asking you because I expect that you have the answer. It's just like two very kind of polarizing energies for me. I do think more so that this is a relationship where like you both have been doing different things and you're kind of keep talking about all the stuff you want to come together on and it hasn't been happening. But now we're reaching a point where like we want to put that passion back in, we want to get that focus back, and move forward together. Let's look. Let's take a look for them at this Devil card. Six of Voices, Muse of Materials, and the Fool. Yeah, this is a person who rushes in a lot on things, which feels very opposite the energy that you're presenting with here, Libra. But more so than that, they are somebody who is out for some self-preservation. When things get a little bit rough or confusing, they just tend to be somebody who runs away from it, who moves away from it, who tries to avoid it at all costs. And maybe that is what's coming to an end here. Maybe they're finally going to be making this decision to stick around. I'm going to pull actually cards for this Knight of Swords as well, for my own curiosity. Justice card, which is your card in the deck. Eight of Materials and the Six of Materials. Yeah, okay. I think this is actually a shift in them in this connection. This is somebody who usually runs away from things, usually runs away from connections, usually runs away from commitment, from conflict. But I think you're under their skin here, Libra, in a way that's like they want to figure out how to make it work. For themselves. They want to figure out how they can be somebody who is giving all they have to a relationship and seeing that coming back to them, like for you, for this partnership. I think they're working on moving away from their demons in this regard. And maybe this is something you've been having a lot of conversations with them around. It's like you're inspiring them to want to be better and to change their ways. I do get energy that this is like an existing relationship, something that's been going on for a little while, and we're approaching a point where like there needs to be a shift in the commitment, in the steps, and it's happening, I think, here. Let's take a look for you at this Empress card. Ten of Voices, Nine of Voices, and the Sun. Yeah, Libra, have you been on a bit of a healing journey recently? You're working on also dealing with your own anxieties, your own mental health, everything like that. Really getting very focused on happiness, moving forward in happiness, moving forward with authenticity, being able, again, to protect and conserve your own energy here. And that makes this all make a little bit more sense to me. If we're both doing some healing, both doing a lot of self-work right now, that you're inspiring one another. You're carrying around definitely some heaviness and to do with what your mental load is right now. So maybe you have a lot of stress in your life external to the relationship. Maybe you have a lot of things from your past that you've been kind of working on making peace with right now, but your focus is definitely on taking care of self, centering yourself, and keeping a positive outlook and mindset right now, letting go of the things that are weighing you down. We'll take a look at the World down here in your connection together. Queen of Materials, the Two of Voices, and the Nine of Inspiration. Yeah, we're reaching a pivotal point, I think, in this relationship where we need to make a decision on what we're going to act on. And, you know, how that's going to look for our home structure, our home life, feeling like we can really ground down and support one another in an authentic way. This really, to me, is very different than what I thought initially when we were first going through the energies. This is two people that are healing in very different ways, kind of parallel, and now making a decision to come together to finish that healing as a unit, as a team, choosing each other, continuing to choose each other. So you're probably having some big conversations with your partner right now, if this is resonating for you. We will take one last message here. The Moon, the Nine of Wands again, and the Hierophant. Yeah, you both need to mutually make a decision on how you want to act on this, and also you need to understand the shadow sides of one another. If there are things that you're keeping from your partner out of self-protection or protection for them, and the other way around, if they are keeping things from you for self-protection, this is the time. You need to have the conversations about them. You need to shed light on them so that you can both make an objective decision about staying together, not staying together, moving forward, not moving forward, taking a pause, whatever that's going to look like. You may find yourselves considering doing some couples therapy right now, something like that, but just make sure that everything is out in the open. Because you are both doing this like parallel healing journey. It's only just starting to come together and be a team healing journey. So communication is very key here, Libra. You're an air sign. I know you're great communicators. I hope this is helpful. If it was, do leave a thumbs up. Please subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you next week.